All right, well, good morning, guys. You found me out of uniform and in the middle of the Arizona high desert. I had to come up to the homestead finally and take a look at my fence. But that's not what this video is about. It gives us a very rare opportunity to take a look at my 97 Terry travel trailer, my homestead. For those of you guys who don't remember or haven't watched it, I purchased this thing really cheap. It was really bad shape. Made a few videos about it. I'll put a link somewhere, however I do that. Basically, new flooring, had to fix the floor, new roof, had to fix the roof. And this gives me a very rare opportunity to take a look at it because I actually have a ladder today. I don't always have a ladder with me when I come visit up north. And luckily, today I do. All right. Nice. So I don't remember the complete timeline about this, but I think it's been about up here for about 2 years. So this roof is at least 2.5 years old. I've done nothing to it. I've not inspected it. Remember, you're supposed to inspect them once a year. I don't do that. I'm a bad RV owner, just like everybody else. So it's a high Arizona desert. It does snow here. It does not get too much rain, but it's very exposed to sun too. So let's see how this TPO Bright Tech roof held up. So we'll just do a quick roof inspection to see how I did. All right, so at first glance, I'm really impressed. Whoever did this roof did a good job. So this is the Dicor sealant. I don't see it cracking anywhere. This is the TPO. So this is thermoplastic, has that texture to it. If you'll notice, whoever did this roof installation, I'm not naming names, but it was me. He didn't put the cap seal of non-leveling Dicor on the roof rail right there. It's probably because he's cheap, but also because it doesn't rain in Arizona that much. Okay, so let's just do a quick inspection. Look at this sealant right here. Everything looks good. We'll do the step test. Still not broken. Now, if you guys will remember, or if you have watched the video, this front area was actually rotten. I had to replace the actual decking. But man, we're looking really good. This is not a very solid roof. It's on the thinner sides of decks go. But let's just keep taking a look. Vents in good shape. Plastic's not deteriorating. Sure wish somebody would have put some cap seal on that rail. It was hot and I was in a big hurry, I think. Sorry. Take a look at this one. We're looking really good. And again, I'm the owner and I did the install, so I could be a little bit more forgiving with some of the things I did. I don't see any issues, so this is untouched. This is untouched. Roof's in good shape. Ooh, wait a second. I spoke too soon. Look at that. Somebody's been pecking at my roof. Rats. It's funny. Probably is rats. I only say that because it's mostly been a home for rats in here. All right, well, that's disappointing to see. So I'm gonna have to put some sealant on that. Or the dreaded Eternabond. Maybe Eternabond's the right decision. Who's to say? All right, let's come up to the AC. Give it the old lean against test. Nope, not loose, is it? Nope. And the skylight. Now this is I put the new skylight on. I don't see it cracked anywhere. Vent looks good. Sealant looks good. This little deformation right there, that's just how it sagged out naturally. And let's see. That vent looks good. No, I put a really cheap vent on. I don't like these vents because these caps get cracked or get brittle really easily, but they are really easy to replace. And look at my powder coating. So I'm not a big believer in powder coating either, because maybe the RV industry doesn't do a good job. I don't know. And I can definitely tell you this awning fabric is at the end of its life. It was at the end of its life 2 years ago. So it hasn't improved just being out in the sun. But it still works. I still did just use it. And then this vent, my max fan, you think they'd make that a little bit more UV sensitive. And follow this around back to here. So this is TPO Right Tech roofing. This is Dicor self-leveling. And you can see if it's properly applied and even semi-annually maintained, it should hold up. This roof, except for the hole right there, that's from animals. There's nothing wrong with this roof. This roof's completely intact. All right, guys, there it was. 2-year update on a TPO roof job I did on my 97 Terry travel trailer, and it's looking really good. Now, of course, the roof that was on here originally was a rubber roof, or EPDM rubber roof. That honestly would have been a lot more pest resilient. It's harder for birds to peck at that than it is for TPO. But I like TPO mostly because I'm cheap. TPO is a little bit cheaper and it doesn't chalk. So rubber roof has a white oxide layer on it that's designed to protect the rubber underneath, and so it will chalk and leave white streaks down the side of the RV. It's more durable, longer lasting, and I guess a little bit higher quality, but for my money, I like the TPO. But once TPO fails, it completely just disintegrates and falls apart. That one little hole, that's what the whole roof would look like. And on that hole, I'll probably use some Eternabond. I really will. That's what I think Eternabond's best for. I don't like it as lap sealant. But other than that, Dicor TPO, Dicor self-leveling sealant, and it would have been nice, maybe when I come back, to put some cap seal of Dicor non-sagging right at the awning rail right there. Gotta clean up real fast, then we gotta get home. So really, after 2 years, all we have to do is fix some animal damage. That's really impressive. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. All right, I will give you guys a quick update. We're inside. Like I said, it's really just been a home for rats. Overall, it's holding up okay. I wish I was up here more. I had to move all the drawers to keep the rats from having a place to hide. But that's it. Still there. Well, had a great weekend up here. I don't get to get up here enough. But my new fence is in. So I inspected my fence. That was important. Well, all the fencing checked out except for one little area. I'm going to drive over to it right now. All right, so this is the other end of the property, and this fence, I mean, it is quite an elevation gain, so I'm not really worried about people, but I'm more worried about animals. They ended it right here, which I think is odd. They left supplies for me too, which again is odd. But this is the survey point. So it's supposed to go all the way from here, but not end here. It's supposed to continue. I don't know how many feet this is. Let me measure it out so I can tell them. Let's see. Call that, I don't know, 3 feet. 1, 2. 6, 57, 58, 59, 69, 70, 71, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so it's about 77 strides. It's supposed to end up this kind of a little gully or draw, whatever you want to call it. And that would try to keep animals out. So 77 times 3, that's like almost 240 feet that they were supposed to put in. So I'm gonna have to talk to them about that if they think the fence is done. I'm not sure. This has not been a very pleasant experience with the fencing company, but as it stands, this is at least somewhat doable. It keeps people out. I'd prefer to keep some animals out too, but that leaves a little bit of corridor where cows could still come up here if they wanted to. I don't think they'd choose to come up this right there. The rest of the property is going to be protected. So that's my last concern. I guess I'll contact the fence company, see what they think.